Scene Mom says, welcome to the new podcast from former Phoenix radio host Danny Cutler. Each week bringing you independent music, industry news, the occasional interview, and other fun segments. Let's get to it.
Welcome. You've got mail. Goodbye.
Scene Mom says hello and welcome to episode 45. That was Phoenix band Daphne and the Glitches with one of their very first singles called Outgoing Mail. That's M-A-L-E. That was released maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but it definitely seems very appropriate right now. I hope everyone has had, well, the best week that they can. I know that there have been many, many changes happening very quickly, and for a lot of people, it's an emotional time. Fires, which are still burning in Southern California, and with the official change of power in Washington, too many people that I know are being told that they do not belong. There's a lot of Trumpster fires going on right now, and honestly, it is a privilege for anyone to be able to say that we'll be okay when so many will not be. Then on top of it, as I talked about last week, the changes in Meta have really created a stir, and many people, including musicians, are leaving those sites for other places. And speaking of musicians, not to mention the TikTok fiasco. It was down and back faster than my old station in Phoenix when the signal would drop. Later on in the show, during the marketing tip, I'm going to talk a little bit more on how would be the best way to navigate through all of these sudden changes and the many more changes that are coming for you as a business, as a brand, as a musician. So the teaser is, no, you should not just up and leave Meta sites, regardless of how you feel about Zuck right now. All right, let's get out of that murky water for a bit. Overall, it was an okay week for me. I finalized all of our cultural council grants, and it was really a lot of fun to send out all the letters congratulating our grantees. The state gave us $13,000 to give out, and I'm very excited for all of the awesome events and projects coming to our town this year. Music, art, a mural project, that's just a few of the things that are coming. The focus on culture at the state level in Massachusetts is something that I've never seen in Arizona, and it's quite refreshing, actually. The weather has also been very refreshing, at least for me. This winter has definitely been colder than last winter. When I woke up Wednesday morning, it was minus 11. Yeah, that's a minus. But it makes the snow stick around longer, so I can't complain. I have also been working on getting a weekly newsletter together. I'll link to the sign-up sheet in the show notes, and you'll see it online too. It's going to cover a lot of what I post on the content creation page on Facebook, and I'm even thinking of changing that page up a bit and probably getting rid of it altogether, turning it into a private group instead. So if you want to follow along and get information directly in your email, sign up. I promise it'll be a fun read, and I'm only going to send it once a week because I don't want to spam everybody. So on the show this week, as always, I have some great indie tunes lined up for you, a little music news, music history, your marketing tip, and also some good news to share as well. So let's get back to it. Let's get back to the music with a new single from the Phoenix-Boston fusion duo Canyons and Locusts. And this is called Day of the Canyon, which is going to be released on Friday the 24th. And their full album is coming too on February the 21st. So Scene Mom says, enjoy this short and powerful tune.
It's a
From West Yorkshire in the UK, that was Gurgles and See Right Through. I, of course, will have links in the show notes to all of the bands, but please make sure you're following these bands and using Bandcamp to support them financially as well. CMOM says it is time for some music news. Fire Aid is coming on January 30th. It is a benefit concert that has been organized to assist those affected by the recent Los Angeles wildfires, which have destroyed over 14,000 structures and displaced thousands of people. It'll be across 2 venues in Inglewood, California, the Kia Forum and the Intuit Dome. The lineup features major artists like Billie Eilish, Stevie Wonder, Sting, No Doubt, Green Day, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, among many others. Now, proceeds managed by the Annenberg Foundation will support immediate relief efforts and long-term fire prevention strategies. All sales will benefit the relief efforts, even though the tickets are available through Ticketmaster. The concert will also be streamed globally on platforms including Apple Music, Netflix, and YouTube. Additionally, the music industry has responded with substantial donations from artists like Beyoncé, The Weeknd, and the Recording Academy to support fire victims. Music AI, the company behind the Moises app, has secured $40 million in Series A funding to advance ethical AI in music. The funding round was led by Connect Ventures and Monashis, with participation from Kickstart, Samsung Next, Toba Capital, Volusia, Pelion, and music industry figures like Freddie Wexler, 3LAU, and Alexander 23. Connect Ventures managing partner Michael Blank emphasized their commitment to supporting AI companies that fairly credit and compensate creators. Monashi's co-founder Eric Archer highlighted Latin America's creative potential and their excitement in partnering with Brazilian founders at the forefront of AI. Moises, honored as Apple's iPad App of the Year in 2024, offers AI tools for musicians, producers, and content creators, including stem separation, chord recognition, and music transcription. In 2023, Music AI expanded into generative solutions like singing voice modeling and assistive music creation. The company is dedicated to developing ethical AI trained on fully licensed content, ensuring creators are fairly compensated. CEO Geraldo Ramos said that the funding underscores the impact of their technologies and their mission to make music innovation accessible for all. And as I'm sure everybody listening knows, the president signed an executive order on January 20th, delaying the enforcement of a federal law that required ByteDance, TikTok's Chinese parent company, to divest its U.S. operations by January 19th. This extension grants TikTok an additional 75 days to continue its U.S. operations without facing a ban. Now, despite the reprieve, TikTok remains unavailable on U.S. app stores as companies like Apple and Google are cautious about potential legal liabilities. The Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary-Controlled Applications Act imposes civil penalties of $5,000 per user for non-compliance, potentially amounting to $850 billion in fines for service providers. President Trump has proposed that the U.S. government should own half of TikTok's U.S. business and has expressed openness to potential buyers, including Elon Musk and Oracle's Larry Ellison. However, the specifics of such a deal remain unclear, and the situation continues to evolve amid ongoing negotiations and legal considerations. And we are going to touch on this a little bit more when we talk marketing promotions, which is coming up a little later. It's a very complicated thing to navigate right now, especially if you are a business owner. So that is your music news this week. And if you have any feedback or other thoughts, you can always send an email my way, scenemomsays@gmail.com.
1, 2. Well, I've known people, they've done everything right. They've done everything right all their lives. They've got big houses, new cars, and money in the bank, and creditors who thank them for their trade. Well, me, I'm courted by success, but I always turn and run away and hide. Yeah, me, I'm out here gliding down the river, just watching the world go by. You'll find me out here somewhere near the middle, and my high time does fly. Sometimes I wish someone would throw me an oar. I get tired of drifting from shore to shore. Maybe I'm looking for a little bit more. Now I don't know if I'm wrong or if I'm right. Now who has the answers to it all? All I know is when I lie my head down at night, I slip gently over those falls. And it's just like gliding slowly down the river and watching the world go by. Yeah, you'll find me out here somewhere near the middle, and my high time does fly. You'll find me out here somewhere near the middle, and my high time does fly.
Another new artist to introduce you to from Vermont. That was Patty Keogh. I hope I said that right. The song is called Watching the World. I met Patty as I was judging the Otter River singer-songwriting competition. She is just amazing. This was not the song that she sang in the competition, but I may play that next week for you. It is a hoot. She is also a hoot. We hit it off right away, and she is just an amazing person. Mom says it is now time for some music history. On January 20th, in 1964, Capitol Records released Meet the Beatles, marking the band's first album in the United States. This release played a pivotal role in sparking Beatlemania across the country. On January 26th, in 1996, the groundbreaking musical Rent had its first public performance at the New York Theater Workshop. Tragically, its creator, Jonathan Larson, passed away unexpectedly the day before the premiere. The musical went on to achieve critical acclaim and won several awards, including the Tony Award for Best Musical and the Pulitzer Prize for Drama. Also on January 26th, but going back to 1934, the Apollo Theater in Harlem, New York officially opened its doors. It became a vital venue for African-American performers, launching the careers of stars like Ella Fitzgerald, James Brown, and many others. Even further in time, January 21st in 1918, the first jazz recordings by the original Dixieland Jazz Band was released. The band released Tiger Rag and Clarinet Marmalade, among the first ever commercial jazz recordings. These recordings helped introduce jazz to a global audience, solidifying its status as a new and influential genre. And we continue to go back in time. On January 23rd, in 1795, Joseph Haydn's Symphony No. 103, also known as the Drumroll Symphony, premiered in London. The symphony is now one of the 12 London symphonies and showcases Haydn's innovative use of orchestration and melody. That's some music history for you this week.
This is a good old-fashioned boondoggle.
That was Phoenix band Harrison Fjord and their new single Boondoggle. All proceeds from the song support Doctors Without Borders. So please download it off of Bandcamp and help support if you're able to. Scene Mom says it is time for your marketing tip of the week. So it has been a rough week or weeks in the social media world lately. Last week, I talked about the changes in Meta and getting rid of fact-checking in lieu of community notes, which caused a shitstorm among users and a small exodus to Blue Sky. I say small because it really wasn't as prominent as the exodus from X was. I'm not surprised that it was milder, though. Facebook is still the number one place where people go. Personally, professionally, it doesn't matter. It is also the most diverse of networks. You can link directly. You can share a photo. You can share a video. You can have public and private groups. You can also schedule events. And the privacy settings are still the best of any site I've seen, but you actually have to go in and use them. Now, as I mentioned in the music news, TikTok went down as they said it would on January 19th. And then in defiance of the Supreme Court, the president brought it back for 75 days. You cannot find it in the app stores, so no one new is going to be downloading it at this time. Now, my own thought is that Elon Musk or someone like him who is loyal to the current administration is going to buy it. It was a little creepy seeing the notice when I opened the app thanking the president for saving the site. I feel like the timing was no coincidence either. Huge red flag, but that is just my personal opinion. Businesses on TikTok are being hurt by this, and they will continue to be. They are already flocking to other sites like Lemonade and Rednote to try and rebuild their followings. Now, where is the tip, you ask? Well, here it is. You need to expand your business promotion. You can't have everything in one site, and now we have seen proof of why. If all of your success is coming from TikTok, maybe it's time to expand. Don't just repost your TikTok videos on Instagram as a reel. You have to upload an organic video so that more see it. You can do what I'm starting to do, get an email list going, send out a newsletter, send out some deals for your products. I feel like more people are leaving social media. And if someone who is more friendly to this current administration buys TikTok, a lot of people are going to continue to leave. And those people are your audience. See about getting out in your community and selling more directly. There are art fairs, food events, music events all over your community. A recent study showed that Gen Z is actually starting to get out more. They're getting burned out by all of this, as we all are. So they're getting out and discovering the world around them, and they are supporting local in their communities. If you have the means, maybe think about opening a brick and mortar shop where you live. Social media should always just be a supplement to your direct marketing and selling, not the only way you do business. It's time to rethink that business plan. And yes, it will mean more work, but your business is 100% worth the effort. And as always, if you want to chat more about marketing and promoting your music, your brand, your business, schedule a consultation with me over at DannyCutler.com. From Tel Aviv, that was Vinny Vicious with Soda Pop. C-Mom says, now it is time for some good news. On January 19th, the Butler family of England experienced a very unusual event when they discovered that their car's windshield shattered. The previous evening, they had heard a loud noise outside, but they dismissed it as fireworks. The next morning, 12-year-old Nathan Butler found a small, shiny black rock near the car. Curious, he tested the rock with a magnet, confirming its magnetism, which is a characteristic of meteorites. The rock also exhibited a dark, thin fusion crust and unusually heavy weight for its size, further indicating its extraterrestrial origin. The family concluded that the rock was a meteorite responsible for the damage to their vehicle. The family took the car to a nearby repair garage, and they were delighted in explaining the 1,000,000,000 cause of the damage. Now, it might seem like bad news because you have to get a new windshield and pay for it, but still, what a great story, and it has nothing to do with any of the other crap happening in the world. Just a nice story. And now they have this meteorite as a souvenir. All right. On that note, that is it for episode number 45. Links to all the music and news that you heard will, of course, be in the show notes. And if you have any feedback or any music news or any kind of news you would like to share, you can get in touch on social media or you can email scenemomsays@gmail.com. And always, if you like what you hear, please share the love with friends and family, fellow musicians, business owners that you think would benefit from the show. Thank you as always for listening, everybody. You will hear me again soon. You've been listening to the Scene Mom Says podcast. Intro, outro music is Look Good for the Radio by Fairy Bones. Learn more about Danny and the show at dannycutler.com.